Sports checks in with the loyal viewers with a broadcast from Los Angeles. The home of the Clippers, the Staples Center. Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against the Jazz in Utah.
And were able to overcome what was a really poor shooting night. And you're not going to be able to win with a percentage as low as theirs that often unless you defend.
No style points earned for sure, Greg, in that game. But they did hit the big shot when they needed them. And oftentimes it's not what you do as much as when you do it.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Martin and Wiggins out on the perimeter. Downs is out there with Garnett. And it's Lopez in at the 1 spot.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Here's Lopez. The Clippers getting the bucket. Second chance shot. And Towns lays it in.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Now here's Redick. He had 16 points in the win against Utah.
Yeah, but Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. I mean, he was aggressive to attack the D, not settling, and really did a good job of cashing in on those free throws.
And he gets the bucket.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And finished off by Martin.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
The drive by Paul. Pierce wide open. He fires. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Griffin on the double team. And he banks in the layup. Garnett's got his first 2 points of the night.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Garnett, the screen. Martin wide open. He fires. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
You know, he's got a lot of length, and right there, he needed every inch of it.
That's true, Jay. You're right. You know, we really don't know that much about him in that department, but my goodness, when he gets up, he can go.
Yeah, he can still punch it when he wants to, though. We saw that, didn't we, fellas?
And that one's good. Timberwolves leading by 3. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
To the inside, Wiggins, and easy 2 points on the layup. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
And it's Martin missing.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
And Redick kicks the ball. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Fires for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
You just have to admire the versatility they were able to display offensively.
Scoring came from every direction, all over the place. I mean, if one approach didn't work for them, they found another one that did.
And he gets it to go.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Minnesota leading by 4. Here's Lopez, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Lopez has got 5 points so far.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness. A delicious dime from Chris Paul there.
Lopez against Redick. Martin the pass to Lopez. That's good. He has 7.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And Wiggins gets it to go on the assist from Lopez. Lopez has got his 7th assist in the game. Paul kicks to Redick. Passes it to Jordan. Paul left side. And it's sent back by Lopez. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. To the middle. Knocked loose. Kevin Garnett with the steal. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it the fast break chance. And that one's good. Wiggins.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Flip Saunders was saying to his club. He went over the offensive game plan and that it hinges on running through Lopez. Coach wants to get him involved early so he can establish a strong presence at that end of the floor and provide them with a well-balanced offensive attack. We'll be watching how these adjustments work. Kev, there's still a lot of time left in this game.
Thank you, Doris.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play. You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Clippers with the ball. After the basket by Minnesota. Pierce has doubled. Poked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Right now, let's have a moment to check out the NBA's best three-point shooters. 5th on the list, Freak.
What a percentage that is for him from three-point range this season. His deep touch is about as good as you're going to see.
Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Kevin Garnett.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Here's Wiggins. The shot is off. Excellent D there from Pierce. Clippers trail by 15. Kicks it to Paul. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Back to Paul. Shot to stop the run. Cannot hit. And Minnesota now the other way.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Martin with the bucket.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
Now Redick. He has 6. He kicks it to Paul. Poked away. Lopez with the steal. By himself. Finishes the break with a slam. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 10 assists.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
That's good. That's 10 points for Andrew Wiggins.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And there's Pekovic. That one's good on the assist from Lopez.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
How can you describe an alley-oop that far away? I mean, wow.
There's not much you can say.
I tell you what, that was hell to Mary, guys. That was a long bomb. Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the night right here. The first free throw is good. A different look for the Clippers. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Jordan. And Wesley Johnson has subbed for Paul Pierce. Timberwolves also changing it up. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Towns. Muhammad comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Kevin Martin. Now here's Paul. Following the miss by Freak, Johnson with it. Now defended by Muhammad. It's Redick on the wing. Offline with his three. Timberwolves leading by 19. Inside, Rubio takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
And while we got a chance, look at some numbers for Paul. He's getting around 16 points a game, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
You know, the scheme just seems to run much more smoothly when he's in the game because he knows where everybody is at all times.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Bayless is checked in. Here's Muhammad, and it's good. One through contact, it's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Los Angeles has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Took him no time at all on that one.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And another three for Minnesota.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Paul. He picked up 27 points in their last win against the Utah Jazz.
But his passing just blew me away. I mean, to see him operate their offense that way was a breath of fresh air.
Lopez with the bucket.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Paul dishes to Griffin. Back to Paul. To the middle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Aldridge. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the board for them.
Yeah, +5, as you mentioned. That didn't take very long, did it? The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And that one's good.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Three-pointer. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. And that's now 20 points for Freak. And for the Clippers, they're shooting quite well in these early minutes, 55%. Griffin sets the screen for Paul. To the paint, here's Bayless. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Isaiah Cannon, he's checked in for Los Angeles. 1:02 left here in the first quarter. Count the bucket. Bayless has got 8 points. Minnesota's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Here's Lopez. No good on the three. Los Angeles has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Johnson, a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Shoots the three. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks. Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And he sinks the second. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, you got to love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Timberwolves leading by 22. Here's Lopez. Hits the three-point bomb. Lopez has got 23.
Man, they are doing some damage from deep.
which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. Awesome shooting so far.
Here's Aldrich. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat. And you look at the impressive play of late from Freak. It's caught the attention.
I'm seeing a guy who just feels like nobody.
Paul Pierce Clark. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Cole Aldrich. He's checked in for Jordan. Griffin comes in for Pierce. Harold Bayless is checked in for J.J. Redick. And Paul subbed in for Cannon. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Jen. Muhammad comes in for Wiggins. Martin's checked in for Levine. And it's Lopez in for Ricky Rubio. We've got Cole Aldrich. Johnson is out there with Griffin. Then it's Jared Bayless. And it's Paul in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nuggets delivered quite a performance. He dropped in a staggering amount of points, and the points were just the start of it. He joined an elite few by walking away with a quadruple double. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
The Clippers have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. Lopez with the steal. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. That's good. 10 points for Nikola Pekovic.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Tipped away. Paul kicks to Johnson. Johnson missing again.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
He's not going to miss many of those, if any. Not when he's got that much room.
Griffin. Yeah. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
Here's Johnson, and it comes off the front of the rim.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Martin with the bucket.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting 47% from the floor since the end of the first quarter. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Muhammad. His second shot goes in, off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
And that one's good. 16 points for Martin.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
3 on 3. Here's Pekovic, and he banks in the layup. Pekovic has got 12 in the game.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
A shot's good from Aldrich. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Here is Bayless. Muhammad covering. Paul outside. Fires from deep. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 3rd rebound tonight.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost them.
Lopez passes to Martin. Shoots from 12. That's good. That's 28 points for Freak.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Lopez with the steal. And taken away by Johnson. A minute 42 left now here in the second. Here's Griffin. Good, and Paul gets the assist. 14 points for Blake Griffin.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game. He power surged that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial.
Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays
Man,
up.
you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
Lopez with the steal. Pulls up for three. Shot's good. Lopez has got 31 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Lopez with the steal. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. Pass to Towns. And Pekovic kicks to Lopez. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Well, another fast break bucket. I mean, that's their not-so-secret weapon.
It's as if the defense has been a step slow in transition all night. I mean, at some point, they have got to make the adjustment.
Pekovic dishes to Lopez. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Lopez has got 35.
And just a great job of controlling that defensive backboard, then getting out in transition. That's been the difference.
7 straight fast break points, Greg. They've got the defense gasping for breath right now.
Lopez with the steal. Jumps up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
It's as if the defense just let him go.
He'll thank them for that because he got a chance to perform a little razzle-dazzle on that one.
The feed to Griffin to end the run, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
Yeah, it wasn't his best performance at all from the stripe. He's got to put it behind him, and I know he'd like to immediate. And guys, this has not been a season to remember for him at the free throw line, certainly to this point.
Garnett. Shot is no good. A dominating first half.
Well, thank you, Kevin.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and he's the ringleader of their offense, and what we saw in that first half with his ability to keep everybody involved is the reason why they're playing well.
And that's just the thing. I mean, he knows how to share the sugar. He makes sure everybody gets a touch, and that keeps the offense balanced and productive.
Also on the floor for Minnesota, Martin and Wiggins out on the perimeter. Garnett out there with Towns, and it's Lopez in at the point guard. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Lopez has got 39.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
As this offense been running, I'm just getting tired of watching them.
Well, it's no secret. That's what they do. That's who they are. 4 of their last 5 made baskets coming in transition.
Lopez with the steal. Moving it up. And Kevin Martin, the bucket on the assist from Lopez. 20 points for Martin.
With that basket, that's now 8 of the last 10 points they've surrendered coming on fast breaks.
And they just look asleep out there in terms of transition, not showing nearly enough urgency in getting back.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Here's Garnett. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. For Minnesota, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Paul against Lopez. Lopez with the steal. Griffin with the steal. All up top. No one near him. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Lopez has got his 5th rebound in this one.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And it's Paul penetrating. There's the lob to the hoop. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Timberwolves, number 1.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Goes up from the top of the key and misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's Minnesota. They're on an 11-3 run. For the three. Free ball falls through. Another from Lopez. Lopez has got 45 points.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
And Redick kicks to Paul. Good.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Here's Lopez. They get it again. Towns. Count that as his 7th field goal in 10 tries. He's shooting a very good 70%.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from him.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
A shot by Paul, nobody around. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Clippers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Redick is in the corner. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Redick's got 11 points.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for him the rest of the way. He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Lopez with the steal. Ahead. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
How about Wiggins in this one? He has 12 points, and they've got to be happy with his work on the glass, too.
They really do. He is not giving up any ground in the paint, and when the ball goes up, you know he's going to be there to fight for it.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Garnett, and Zach LaVine subbed in for Martin. Timberwolves have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the 3rd. Here's Lopez, and a miss there on the triple. Clippers have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. The shot by Pierce will not go.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Lopez with the bucket.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at it.
Now here's Redick. He's got 11. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And that's 21 points for Chris Paul.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
For 3, Lopez, no luck. LA's gotten the 3 ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Jordan sets the pick for Paul. And the wide open shot from Redick. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Johnson comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Paul. Lopez with the steal. All alone. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
Ripping and running. They have a big advantage now in those transition opportunities.
No expiration date on their legs. They just seem to be fresher. And they're putting those fresh legs to good use.
Cannon can't hit. Minnesota shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively.
Wow. What can you say?
And Los Angeles guys shooting an efficient 53% from the field. The dish now to Pierce. And nothing is falling for him right now. Lopez kicks to Towns. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Towns has got 7 points here in this quarter. For Los Angeles, they've gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Jordan the screen. Redick for 3, and he gets the bucket. Redick's got 16.
And you know what? He's got a new BFF. It's the triple.
And it has been his BFF today anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
Cannon kicks to Redick. To the wing on the left. Wide open. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Knocks down the 3 ball.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Poked away. Lopez with the steal. Lets it go from deep. Good. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Minnesota.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Here's Minnesota. 3-pointer. Rebound by Johnson. LA's got more than a 50% success rate on their 3-pointer since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Tries from 10. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And that one's good. Levine's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the... Oh, that's nasty. Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go as far as say, Clark, that was a punctuation dunk. Huh?
I can feel that.
Sending a message.
How about, guys, that's one of those dunks that you probably want in your career highlight reel.
Here's Cannon. Lopez covering. Dishes it to Jordan. Pass to Cannon. Launches a 3. No good. And Minnesota now the other way.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
A different look for the Clippers. Aldridge comes in for Paul Pierce. And Jared Bayless subbed in for J.J. Redick. Minnesota also making some changes. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Towns. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Wiggins. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Levine. And Rubio gets it to go on the assist by Lopez. 6 points here for Ricky Rubio. They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
The shot's good from Bayless. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams in their effectiveness from the three-point line.
It has been pronounced, no doubt about it. Definitely a big factor to this point in the game.
Lopez with the steal. From deep. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Los Angeles has gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. Cannon kicks to Aldridge. Lopez with the block. 50 seconds left in the third. Takes the three. There's the bucket. Good.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
They need this. And Johnson with the lay-in good. Johnson's got 11 points. 32 seconds left to play in the third. Lopez outside. And another three for Minnesota.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Lopez with the steal. They push it up 4 on 3. Wing shot on the way. And yes, sir, that one drops.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow with their open court offenses.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you know, a different look for the Clippers. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Aldridge. Cannon comes in for Marcus Thornton. And Paul subbed in for Wilcox. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Lopez is checked in. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Cannon out there with Paul. And it's Bayless in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Jang a screen. Here's Lopez. Cannon with the rebound.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Hits it from three-point range.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
The Timberwolves shooting so well, 63%, the offense working as one cohesive unit. Here's Lopez, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. LA's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Here is Bayless. Muhammad covering. Picked by Griffin. Up off the screen. That's good from Paul on the assist by Cannon. Cannon's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
The Clippers shooting an efficient 53% from the field. And the foul called on 3. That's foul number 2 for him. Cole Aldridge. He's checked in for Los Angeles. Wilcox comes in for Paul.
CJ Wilcox.
On defense, the Timberwolves. And stolen by Jang. To the middle. Feeds it to Levine. The wide open look here for Lopez. It's good from long range.
And he's looking to really stretch this lead out, even with the cushion they have, still letting it fly from long range.
Lopez with the steal. To the inside. Here's Garnett. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Here's Cannon. Lopez covering. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Jang's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Minnesota.
Looks that way, Steve. And Clark, what an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, they definitely had a huge edge, and that's in their DNA. Push the pace and to apply pressure from an offensive standpoint. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are exactly the kind of games they can play.
That's fun basketball to watch,
It
too.
sure is. It sure is.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Greg, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Lopez. There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
And so here are the Clippers. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far.
And his performance today, guys, is really a thing of beauty. A triple-double for him today.
Yeah, he's got his hands all over this game, impacting it in just about every category.
Coming on the floor for Timberwolves, Adrian Payne.
5 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Here's Cannon. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business.
The 2K Sports postgame freak.